Hello. So I thought I'd talk about a bit of a controversial one this week. I'm just going to generally talk about lockdown and the coronavirus, but not in the way that most people are viewing it. Like, yeah, obviously it's a horrific thing and it's awful how many people have died, but I'm going to talk about maybe kind of the positives of what lockdown's brought for me personally and in general. So when we first went into lockdown, it was that time where I really investigated the psychology degree that I started with the Open University, which has been really good and really interesting, and got me doing that. And it's also when I first kind of thought about musical theatre as a disabled person. And I think if we hadn't been in lockdown, I'm not sure that I would have come to those conclusions, because I think just, first of all, the fact that we're in lockdown has meant that the medical procedures and stuff that I might be having to try and help fix me in the future have just kind of stopped happening and slowed massively. So it's kind of got me in this place where I'm like, okay, well, what is the likelihood that I am going to be fixed forever? I don't know, I've just kind of had to accept that a bit more. And then I've also been able to be like, well, if this is what I am and what I can do, how do I make this work for me? What can I do with my life that's going to be valued and meaningful and, you know, make me feel fulfilled? And, well, you know where I got to. Talk about it every week. I think if we hadn't gone into lockdown, I would have been under a lot more pressure to get my life together and get sorted and just do something, because I'd spent a long time kind of being like, I don't know what to do, don't know what I want to do, and I probably would have jumped into this psychology degree, which probably I would have really enjoyed, and I maybe would have gone to have a really happy life. But is it what I wanted all my life? No, it's not. This lockdown has given me time and space to really think about what matters to me and what I can do, and obviously, like, it's worked, and also I think in general, like, it's made a lot of situations more accessible. So for example, like working from home, lots of disabled people aren't able to get jobs and struggle to find jobs because of the ups and downs of their conditions, or how they can't travel or whatever. And that's kind of been an issue before in the working industry, that, you know, if you can't come in and you do your office job, you can't have the job. But actually now in lockdown, everyone's working from home and it's fine. It's given the world the opportunity to see that actually working from home is a great option, and it works. And all these disabled people have wanted to do it for a long time, and now they can. And I think also, like, in terms of the more musical theatre-y stuff, obviously the musical theatre industry has taken a massive hit, and I really hope that we can come back from that. But in terms of like auditions and stuff, like, doing it from home is hard, and I completely get that. And like doing dance auditions in your house when they want you to do step change, step leap across the floor and you're in your kitchen, that's not easy. But for someone like me, it meant that I had time, and I had space, because I was lucky that I did have access to space, non-disabled, and I was dancing like I used to before all the problems began. Being in the moment and stuff like that is completely fine, and that's really good. But I think for me now, it's more of it's an organised thing. Like, I'm never going to be the best at improv on crutches, because you can't just see where it goes. You have to know very much where your body's going to be and what it's going to do. And I think that this form of auditions made that much easier for me personally. So yeah, I just think, like, the whole situation that's brought lockdown into our lives is horrible and it sucks. but actually for me personally, I found it really good. And yeah, I don't know, I've got my life back on track. I've been doing exercise, I've been eating better, like I'm just back in a good place. I wouldn't ask for it, and if I could go back it wouldn't happen, because I don't want this, and I would want it to be less long, because if our government didn't suck then maybe it would have been less long. But I am grateful for a lot of things that come out of it that maybe wouldn't have. Tell me how, like, what are other people's views on lockdowns? Have other people found like good things from it, or is everyone just waiting eagerly for it to finish? Which I completely understand, and like I would like that too. I'd like to see my friends, I'd like to hug my nan, like I want normal life back too. I want to go on holiday in July with my friends, but also there's been some good stuff. So yeah, tell me about it, message me, comment, whatever you want. So yeah, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and thank you for kind of sticking with this video and listening to my controversial lockdown opinions, and I hope that everyone's had a good week, and wish you the best for next week, and I will see you next time.